Of course, we had you in just before the fair started. Rain at the first day, right? The parade got canceled. How did the rest of it go?
It went well. Once we rescheduled the parade, and that was a big thing for people to make sure that we got that parade in. So we rescheduled that for Wednesday, and then the rest of the week was wonderful. The weather was wonderful. I mean, we'd have showers here and there, but nothing horrible. And it was nice weather. It wasn't too hot. So we had a lot of people, and everybody kind of enjoyed just everything about the fair.
So when the fair is over, and I know you've got a board of directors, do you get together, evaluate how things went and what you might be able to do or not do the next time?
We do. We try to do that the week after the fair, right away while it's fresh in everybody's minds. And so we just get together and everybody goes around and talks about positives and concerns. We always want to start with those positives. And there are a lot of positives, but there are always ways that we can change. The board meets, and we have an association of 50 members. So we all meet, and everybody has a voice at that meeting just to talk about what they would like to see different for the fair.
So you've got 50 bosses?
I do. Well, I have 9. Technically, I have 9 bosses.
Okay.
We have 9 board members.
Okay.
And they're a hardworking board, I'm going to tell you that. And then after, I meet with then the extension, so we talk about with the extension office about 4-H and things that they would like to see different, or good things that happened, things that went well, or we'd really kind of like to see this change a little bit. And then I bring that back to the board and say, well, 4-H would like to have XYZ happen or change. So it's a collaboration. It's not just a Terri show. It's everybody involved.
The thing that strikes me about the Jackson County Fairgrounds is your grandstand. Because of that grandstand, is it a quarter mile or a half mile track?
Quarter mile.
Quarter mile track. So you got car races, you got all kinds of things going on.
We do. We have, so fair was over, and I'm going to tell you we haven't put fair to bed yet because we haven't had time. 2 weeks after fair, we had this big thing called the World of Outlaws. We had over 115 campers on the grounds, and it was a late model race, and they came from all over. So it was busy. It was a busy weekend. It was great. It was great to see them go 115 miles an hour around a quarter-mile track.
Yeah.
And with 2 cautions.
A dirt track.
A dirt track,
yeah.
Yes. 40 laps, 2 cautions, and then they had a 60-lap race, and then they had other races in between. But that was a big deal. It was big for Maquoketa, not just the fairgrounds. I mean, it's great for the fairgrounds, but it also was great for the city of Maquoketa.
So now, do you put that together, or does a group come in?
The group comes in. So there's the World of Outlaws group, and then they have promoters that bring that to us. So we worked with Ricky and Brenda Kai, and Jeff and Penny Hoker were the promoters that brought the World of Outlaws to us. And they liked it so much they're coming back next year, same weekend. So we go from fair to that, and now we're going to go to
the
Timber
rodeo.
City Pro Rodeo.
Well,
yep.
Let's talk about that. It's coming up this weekend. That's going to be, you've had rodeos there before, haven't you?
We've had bull riding during fair. But we've never had the full rodeo. And we work with Three Hills, Dave and Marla Moorhead. It's a home rodeo for them because that's their hometown. So they're very excited, and we're very excited about it. We've had lots of people comment that they're coming and they can't wait, and just to bring that to Maquoketa. And again, yes, it's great for the fairgrounds, but it's also great for the town of Maquoketa. So we're excited about that. It kind of transpired out of, hey, we'd like to do a rodeo, and we talked to Dave and Marla, and of course they were all over that. We had to get PR, because it is a PRCA pro rodeo, so the cowboys and cowgirls that are coming are actually working for points to go to national final rodeo. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. And it's late in the season. My understanding is there's lots of rodeos going on, so we'll have them come to us, and then they'll leave and go to another rodeo. I don't understand all about rodeo, but I'm learning. but we have to do some different things because the arena is going to be right in front of the grandstand. So a lot of fence had to be torn out. The board had a work session. And when I say the board had a work session, they were all there working last night, tearing out fence, and they have to get the ground ready. It's not just, here you go, we're coming in to do this. There's a lot of preparation for that. But just working with Three Hills has been wonderful. And being able to see the quality of cowboys and cowgirls that are coming, I think I think the community will just love it. And I think the stands will be full, I hope.
And so what else is going to take place? It's Friday and Saturday. When do people need to show up?
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, Saturday, I'm sorry.
Yep, it's the 31st and the 1st. So we're going to have a pre-show, so we'll have lots of activities for kids and people before, starting at 5:30. There will be autographs. The cowboys and cowgirls will be there autographing for kids, and then the rodeo itself starts at 7 o'clock.
Okay, and that's, again, 2 days.
2 days, Saturday and Sunday. You can get your tickets at any Tyson's. Right now, $15 in advance for adults, $20 at the gate, and then $10 for kids, 5 to 14, and then 4 and under are free.
So what are you anticipating? Any idea?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm anticipating a big crowd because we have, Bellevue has their Jackson County Pro Rodeo,
Yes.
and that they pack the stands for that.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that we have close to the same turnout. I don't think that it will be as big as what Bellevue has, just because Bellevue has been established for years and years and years. So this is our first rodeo. We even have shirts that say this is our first rodeo.
That's great.
And hoping that, people will come out, and it's supposed to be a lovely weekend. It's not supposed to be hot. We're going to get rid of this heat. And just hoping that people will come and just enjoy the pre-show, enjoy just the rodeo itself.
Appreciate you coming up. So next year you can put down on your T-shirt, this is not our first rodeo.
Correct. Correct.
That is great. So what else is coming up at the Jackson County Fairgrounds?
Well, let's see. We always have weddings. There is not a weekend. I was looking at the calendar, and we don't have a weekend free until about March. Between wedding receptions and private parties, and we have the Hall of Fame this year. For the first time, the Hall of Fame for the Maquoketa schools is going to be at Pearson. In addition, we have 2 big races. Dark Side Promotions will put on 2 big races. They have the weekend of September 12th, 13th, and 14th. That weekend is the Dark Side race, and that's a 2-day race. And then in October they will have what's called the Iowa Dirt Nationals, and that's a big race. So those will be 2 big weekends. We'll have a lot of camping and a lot of people on the grounds. We have this thing, and this is not, it's on the grounds, but it is not the Jackson County Fairgrounds putting it on. It's the Jackson County Historical Society is having the muster on the Maquoketa, which is not this weekend, obviously, because of the rodeo, but the following weekend and they're having a Civil War reenactment, which will be very, very cool. And they're taking over the grounds. Saturday night, they're having a Civil War ball and dinner. So just lots of stuff happening down there between racing and just the normal stuff that happens within the Pearson Event Center itself. It really never rests down there.
I guess not.
Yeah, there's no rest for the wicked, I say.
And no rest for you.
Exactly.
So if people would like to find out more about what is all going on at the Jackson County Fairgrounds, I would imagine you've got a social presence.
We do. We have a Facebook, Jackson County Fairgrounds. We also have a Timber City Pro Rodeo Facebook page. We have our website, www.jacksoncountyiowafair, all spelled out, and you have to get the Iowa, otherwise you go to Michigan. Iowafair.com, and that will get you all the events and all the activities that are going on down there. Otherwise, you can just call the office. We're always willing to talk.
And the phone number?
563-652-4282.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it.
You are very welcome.
In the heart of the Midwest, where dedication meets passion and pride takes flight, comes a brand like no